Hey everybody, it's Ron Bainberg with this week's tip of the week. Just finished reading an article called gotta get this right. Wall Street soothsayers are bewildered about what's next. Now, if you don't know what a soothsayer is, it's someone who's supposed to be able to predict the future. Now, we have been seeing since 2022, January of 2022, when rates hit 4%, that pretty much none of the experts are getting right what is going to happen with inflation. They're not getting right what the Fed's going to do. They're not getting right what inflation's going to do. They're not getting right what employment's going to do. And even this past week, we saw that the ADP numbers blew through all predictions by basically double what anybody thought. I am not blaming anybody who's made a prediction for getting it wrong. What I keep telling everybody is simply this. You as an originator have to focus on what you can control. And right now, it's been over 20 years since Wall Street has been so divided on what the market's going to do. It's been 20 years since we've had such a great separation from those individuals that I think it's going to improve by the end of the year versus those who think it's going to go down by the end of the year. And we're talking about companies like JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Barclays, Mellon Bank, Wells Fargo. We can also look at what's happened with predictions within our industry, whether it's National Association of Realtors, Lawrence Yun, whether it's Mike Frantoni from the Mortgage Bankers Association, and there are so many other experts, and these guys are all brilliant. But they're all looking at the same data, yet we cannot agree on what's going to happen. Whether it's investors, whether it's these experts in the stock market, whether it's the experts within our industry, everybody's looking at the same thing, yet we're all drawing different conclusions. Or I'm sorry, they're all drawing different conclusions because I'm not drawing any different conclusions except for one. My only conclusion is this. And if you ever saw the movie Rocky III, is that I predict between now and the end of the year, what Clubber Lang said to Rocky, I predict pain. Now, we know Rocky came back and won, so ultimately Clubber is the one that got the pain. But here's my point. We are still in for some great challenges in the market. But we can be like Rocky. We can win by focusing on what we can control. Our opponent is the market. Reality is, our opponent is not our competing mortgage companies, because another article that I just read last week was talking about what most companies, most individuals, most owners are focusing on cutting, and they're focusing on cutting resources and tools. As a trainer, as a coach in the mortgage industry, guess what? I fall under a resource or I fall under tools. And I've seen this every time the market gets hit, that people cut training, not just in the mortgage industry, but worldwide. Company owners stop their focus on making their salespeople better. Individuals stop focusing on making themselves better. And I want you to just recognize your opportunity is to do what average and typical won't do, and that is to become better at what you do, prospect more, make more of those sales calls, become better at targeting your audience. There is incredible opportunity for you to seize market share. No joking, you're going to have to work harder. You're going to have to be better than you've ever been before. But you're going to see people falling by the wayside, because I truly believe there's going to be more pain as long as interest rates stay elevated. Notice I didn't use the word high, but that's a different topic. Let's just keep using the word elevated. Keep it simple, ladies and gentlemen. Ask yourself this question. Are people still buying homes? Yes. Are people still selling homes? Yes. Are some markets in the country better than others? Yes. Are some worse? Yes. But there's always expansion and contraction that's going to happen in any market or marketplace. You cannot control that. What you can control is, are you going to be standing at the end? And the only way you're going to do that at this point is by being better than your competition. I sound like a broken record, but here's, after reading just yet another article where they're talking about even the best of the best in investment, in mortgage predictions, and they're not even in agreement what's going to happen. How can we, as originators, rely on anybody's guess when they're using historical data where, because of our connection through platforms, through social media, through these devices, we're finding more and more that historical data does not predict the future. The best way to predict your future is to create your future and control it. We'll see you next week. Take care.